What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chief here with the Bob the Cigar Guy YouTube channel. And no, this is not a cigar review. This is a product review. The product in mind, this bad boy right here. Roll that B-roll footage, Chief. This is the Newair 250 count thermoelectric cigar humidor, the NCH250SS00 at Newair. This is a 250 count humidor from Newair, if you didn't already get the gist. It's thermoelectric, which means that the humidor itself will regulate the temperature. I have currently gone through and started to season the humidor a little bit. I've kind of jumped the gun just a tad when it comes to getting cigars into the system. Newair recommends that when you go ahead and start your humidor that you season it and let it come up to temperature. It's got that beautiful hygrometer gauge right there on that nice wooden tray that lets you know your relative humidity. I've kind of cheated a little bit and I have gone with a couple Boveda packs inside the humidor itself. The humidor itself comes with a plastic tray that, don't confuse it for a cigar holder. You'd have to put some little tiny cigars in there. What it is it's a tray that you can fill with distilled water and put down at any point or part of the humidor that you want. I've gone ahead and put mine down in the bottom. Once I get the humidor seasoned with the Boveda packs, I'm actually going to take them out and I'm going to replace the Boveda pack in the bottom where I have put the plastic tray with distilled water so that that water can naturally humidify the unit itself. Along with the temperature cooling and heating devices that's in there, I've got mine set to 65 degrees, is fans that help circulate the air in and out of the drawers. It's two shelves in a drawer system, and then you have the space in the bottom where, like I've done, I've put a couple boxes, and as you've seen through the footage, that's actually a really deep spot where you can put full-size boxes. I've got J.C. Newman's El Baton box in there, along with a limited edition cigar from Drew Estate that's no longer made anymore, the Medusa. And it has plenty of room to take on the full box. The key points that I really love about this humidor is it's temperature controlled. When I first looked at everything, I thought that it was actually the humidity unit that was showing up on the screen. On the door, it's a touch screen. I thought it was the humidity pulling up on there, but it's actually regulating the temperature. And we know, along with humidity, temperature is a humongous factor when it comes to storing your cigars. This is a 250 count cigar humidor, so that temperature fluctuation you put your 250 best cigars in there. The fact that it has those big fans in there that are moving around the vapors off of the distilled water tray, I think it's going to really suffice. As I use the humidor, I will continue to monitor, as I rotate and go through my cigars. There's only 250 in here, so I'll smoke through those pretty fast. But I'll have the ability to see how it's working, and if it needs to supplement with the Boveda bag, up at the top, I'll see. But those fans in there are moving a lot of air. When you open up the door, you can actually feel the air come push out at you, which is really nice to know that that air is circulating around in there. I know what you're thinking. Oh, there's big fans in there, and it's a heating and a cooling unit. Chief, it must be really loud. If you can't hear it now, then you can't hear it at all. It is whisper quiet. And being here in the studio where I stream, where Bob the Cigar Guy makes videos, having a nice unit that not only keeps your cigars at temperature and humidified, but being quiet in the same breath is paramount. We don't want, something in here that we're going to have to worry about editing out noise or worrying about what it sounds like during the live stream. This Newair 250 count humidor is fantastic at the noise level. I love that it has the hygrometer on the drawer in the middle shelf on there. Not only can you store loose cigars in there, it's telling you what the ambient humidity is within inside of the humidor. You don't have to worry about, is it working out for you, any kind of guesswork. You get to see a real-time reading of what the humidity level is, along with, as you can see, the nice blue light up here of what the temperature is inside of there. It's recommended to keep your cigars in like a 65 to 70 plus degree environment. I've got mine set at 65. 65 seems to be really the best zone for us here. Our lounge is also climate controlled. They also want you to make sure that you don't put it in a direct area of sunlight. Obviously here in the studio we have no windows. We have the door that has a nice big glass window on it, but it's out to the shop, and there's no windows out there either except for the glass door that's out there. So there's not going to be any ambient sunlight that comes in through here. So if you are thinking of purchasing one of these and you want to put it up in your man space or your she shed or whatever, just keep that in mind with the amount of sunlight that's being put on it. Also the relative temperature that is inside of there. You just don't want that unit having to overwork itself. I love that the shelves give you ample room to stack boxes. I've got a couple boxes in here from Drew Estate that I've been able to stack on each other, and they're long boxes, especially that L40 box. Those Lanceros are really long, and it fits front to back with plenty of space. The top row, I've gone ahead and gotten a tray and putting some loose cigars in there. I could actually get another tray and put it in there and go even farther back. The drawbacks from the humidor, there's only one, in my opinion, that I think is the drawback, and I know it's a 250 count humidor, but I don't think I'm going to be able to store 250 cigars in this humidor. I'm not sure exactly what the metric was used for 250 cigars. I don't know if that was just a bunch of Robustos or Lanceros or something like that. But I have 3 full boxes of cigars in here, and then I have that tray at the top that I could put another tray in there, but that tray's got 15 cigars in it. So you could put another 15, 20, 30 cigars in there. I think if I wanted to really cram inside of there, I could probably get close to the 200 number. Again, I don't smoke a lot of Robustos and a lot of Lanceros, so I'm not going to be able to optimize that much space. This is going to be my show humidor. You're going to be able to see this on the show every week, and this is where I'm going to grab the cigars that I'm rotating through faster than any other cigar. So I don't need this humidor to really hit 250, but I think 250 is going to be, you're going to have a lot crammed in there, and I don't think you'll be able to use the boxes. I love the look of the box in there. As you can see, you've got the El Baton box down there. There's some FSGs, then there's some L40 Lanceros, and then you've got the tray, and then you've got the pull-out drawer, which is wonderful. And then you have the tray up top. Also, one of the things that I really enjoy that I forgot to mention before I end this review on the Newair 250 count humidor is the fact that when you pull the drawers out, they actually have built in a system of wooden blocks on the bottom and the pull-out tray slots that groove into the side of the walls, where you actually can't just yank it out and it just fall out on you and you drop all your cigars down onto the floor. Newair did a great job at trying to protect those goods that we spend so much money on to have a little piece of joy and piece of peace. You can pull the trays all the way out, but you have to push down on the lip to pull all the way out in case you wanted to remove one to stack a bunch of boxes in there, or however it be. So Newair, really, that's a sleeper feature, I think, on the Newair. The last feature that I think is really neat on this humidor is the fact that the top buttons up here for the light, for changing it from Celsius to Fahrenheit, and the temperature, they're touch, right? And they are nice, and it beeps when you touch, so you don't have to worry about whether or not you've actually turned the temperature up or down, or you've cut the light on, or you're changing it or whatever. It makes a nice loud beep for you when you go to change those settings. So really nice. The locking mechanism down on the bottom is nice. Bob the Cigar Guy, we share a studio together. So I'm gonna make sure that I lock this bad boy up so he's not over here taking some of my cigars from me. But that's a nice little thing in case you have kids at the house and you don't want your kids getting into your cigars, or you share a space with some buddies and you just want to keep those cigars under lock and key, or whatever it be. You can lock this unit with a nice lock that's down at the bottom, and when it's locked, that door doesn't jiggle. So it's really nice. I like that. It's got a really nice seal in between the humidor and the door itself, so I'm not going to worry about any humidification loss, especially once this humidor really gets seasoned, as the wood in the boxes, the wood in the trays, and the cigars kind of suck that humidity, and as the fan circulates around. This has been a review of the Newair 250 count humidor. That number, if you want to go look it up, is NCH250SS00. All the information is going to be linked down in the description below. You're also going to get a discount code down there when it takes you to the website. So check that out, give it a look, fill up your man space, your she shed, or whatever you want to call your home lounge with a wonderful, fantastic, quiet humidification system, thermoelectric 250 count humidor. This has been Chief, and I'll see you on the next one.